You gotta get into the groove.
Hello, welcome again to another session of Groove Asia Leaders Unite, and my name is Peter Moinero, and I'm coming live from New Zealand. We're like at 3 o'clock in the afternoon here, so this is on a Thursday, so Thursday the 27th, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I know we're kind of like ahead of everybody else around the world in terms of time. This week it's going to be about the Groove. We're going to be covering Groove Mail, professional mail templates, and linking some of the buttons and all that in the email to, I guess, different sections on your website. So when you send emails out, if you're doing an email campaign, you're sending emails out to your client base or your customers. They'll be able to click on a button in the email and go to directly to a part of your website on a page on your home page or on your About Us page or contact page, wherever you want them to link to. So this is we're doing this using the custom attributes. If you're not too sure what that is, we're going to cover that. But let me just see who's in the chat at the moment. Tyler, welcome. Thank you for being here to support. And also we've got Dr. Lisa. Good to have you here. There was a little thing I was going to bring up towards the end about ChatGPT. In fact, Dr. Lisa has actually, she sent me a message about it. Well, she actually sent a few people a message about the new update in ChatGPT 4. If you haven't actually seen that yet, we'll just quickly go through it towards the end. But it's critical in it. And so it just goes to show how sort of like progressive ChatGPT 4 is. You literally could probably get rid of all your other AI image creators if you wanted to. That's how good it is. Anyway, we'll cover that a little bit later on. And we've just got Johan just come in, and we've also got Nancy. Good to have you guys here. If you're watching live, just put a hashtag live. If you're watching the replay, put a hashtag replay. And if you've got any questions, just put them in the comment box, and I'll try and answer them while I'm actually doing this presentation. Now, I have covered the custom attributes before in terms of like linking one part of a website page, and then clicking on to go to another part of the same website on a different page. So I have shown that before. This is very similar to that, but we're just going to do it as a email. When you get an email, and you can click on a link from the email and go straight to your website. Well, go straight to the website. So pretty cool. It's something that might come in handy later on when you're doing your email campaigns and things like that. Okay, so we've got Dr. Lisa, hashtag live, Nancy, hashtag live, and Tyler, hashtag live, of course. And we'll probably get a couple of more people coming in maybe a little bit later. Now, if you do know anybody that is probably new to Groove, and they want to get a little bit of, I guess, some idea how to use Groove and all that sort of thing, direct them to these sessions on every Thursday. Not always am I talking about Groove. Sometimes I will actually talk about other different subjects, but Groove is primarily one of the biggest ones that I cover. And but it's always good for newcomers or people new to Groove. And of course, we're doing this Groove 2.0 launch at the moment. So we've got this, the promotion going on at the moment. So if you've got people who have joined up underneath you in terms of your affiliate link, direct them to this page. We also have, and Tyra hosts this, as well as Karen as a co-host, the Power Hour Plus, where myself, every Thursday night in Eastern time, or every Friday afternoon in New Zealand time, I'm actually at those. I'm at the Power Hour Plus, and if anybody actually needs any help, then we can go into a breakout room and all that sort of thing. But the Power Hour Plus is all about, you've got a project and you want to work on that project, you want to devote some time to that project. Tyler will set the timer so that you can actually work on your project in a co-working space, if you like. So there's people there who are actually all like-minded people. Many of them are actually working on their Groove projects, whether it be a website or even something that they're promoting as well. Like one of our members, Brooks, who has actually just launched his one of his books. So it's a pretty good session to go to, and we're noticing the numbers are slowly creeping up, which is really cool. So if you do know somebody who's new to Groove, or they maybe have actually clicked on your affiliate link and they've signed up for the free 12-month run your business on Groove platform, then these sorts of places are great. And also, of course, too, as well, we also have what's his name, Kevin Strite, who actually does his training as well in his Facebook page, and he also has an academy which is free to paid Groove users. And it's an excellent academy as well. So we've got plenty of people out there that can actually help, and a lot of it is all free training. So that's the best thing about it. Okay, let me have a look here. What's going on here? Tyler, please come and join us. Thank you. PHP is a game changer. PHP is a game changer. PHP. Can you just elaborate a little bit, please, Dr. Lisa? I know that I don't know if it's the same PHP that I'm thinking of. PHP. Anyway, let me get into it because there is a little bit involved in this one. All right, I'm going to share my screen, and I'll just put me down in the corner there. Okay, hopefully everybody can see this. Oh, Power, gosh, of course, Power Hour Plus. I'm thinking in coding, and it doesn't matter. Anyway, Power Hour Plus. Yes, thanks, Tyler. Okay, hopefully everybody can see my screen. And what I'm going to do first is I'm actually going to go over to Groove Mail, and from there I'm going to create a template. Now I'm going to do this for a particular client of mine, which is a pet vet, and I'm going to create a professional email template. All right, not a basic template, email template, but a professional one. So I'm going to come over here. We do actually have a lot of different types of templates in here, by the way. So the templates that you can use for, like, well, we've got usages here. May Day, not sure what that one means. Geek Pride Day. Okay, I've never heard of that one. World Environment Day, of course, yeah. Social Media Day. Every day is a social media day for me. Men's Health Week. Yep, very cool. And then we've got we've got Greenpeace Day, Oktoberfest. So you've got a whole different lot of usages here. I do think there's a New Zealand one in there somewhere. I'm not sure. There was a Waitangi Day one in there at some point, but I'm not sure if it's in there still. Can't see it, but anyway. Okay, and then we've also got seasonal and all this sort of thing. Yada, yada, yada. Okay, we are very advanced, Nancy. What did Nancy do? Oh, PHP. Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking about, Nancy. I was thinking about the PHP language. So it just threw me off track when Dr. Lisa put that in there. Okay, Mardi Gras, Small Business Saturday. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to choose I guess a type of niche, I would say. What have we got there? Okay. So you can see that this is not rehearsed or prepared. I don't really like doing things that are too prepared. I actually just like to do it as we go, just so that you guys get an idea, because this is exactly what it's going to be like for you, right? You're going to be, there's nothing prepared. You're going to be trying to figure this out for yourself. So that's kind of why I like doing the sort of like not preparing this sort of stuff, because that way then you can affiliate with it. I need to actually find business services. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to go in here. I'm going to go pet, and then we'll just see what comes up. All right, so we've got a whole lot of pet templates here. Now, remember, I'm doing this for a client of mine, which is a veterinarian, and you know, so we're going to do an email campaign. Now, I do know that they sell food, and I think there is one there that actually promotes selling food here somewhere. There's an adoption one. Or is it rescue, clothing, calling for pet models, deals for pets on the nice list. No. Treats for National Pet Week. Okay. Let's have a look at this. I'm just going to click on this one here. So ask any questions if you want to. I'm keeping an eye on the chat in the comment box there. So if you've got any questions, just ask. Okay, so the great thing about the professional email templates is that you don't have to design them, right? You can modify them if you want to. You can change colors and all that, but literally, you know, these are actually designed to convert, and they're really cool looking templates. Okay, so I think the only thing here, I know we've got a dog over there. Okay, let's just say this is the type of brand that my vet is actually using. I don't know what brand he's using at the moment, but I'll probably find out and replace that with their image. But yeah. Okay, we're just going to use this. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put their logo. And once you click on that there, that means that's highlighted. And then we're just going to look for their logo. I'm just going to click on this. And it's in here somewhere. Let me just have a quick look. Like I said, feel free to ask questions. I'm here to help. Okay. Got to try and find their logo. The great thing, and I think they're actually working on it, is that they're going to, you know, at some point we're going to have a filing system within the image library so that we can have categories or folders and things like that. So I'm looking forward to that. Okay, here's their logo. I'm just going to trim this down a wee bit. It's a wee bit too big. I'm going to make it around about 450 by 225. Cool. I think you can actually increase the size a wee bit on that one if you wanted to, but I'm going to, oh, here we go. Okay, that looks all right. That looks pretty cool. I know the colors in their website, it's not yellow. Let me just have a quick look to see what the colors are. I'm going to change tabs here. So they're very, the owner of the business is actually very particular when it comes to colors. And all his colors are actually well thought out. Like the colors that you see here are pretty much, he's chosen these colors, these three colors here. The blue is obviously in their logo and the red's obviously in their logo, but all these colors are actually on purpose. And he wanted that integrated into his website. So I know that in his emails, he's going to want the same thing. So literally I've got to try and make sure that I can actually put those colors in there. So let's just have a look. We've got yellow at the moment, which I know he may not want. He'd want a different color. So we've got a blue in there, which I think will clash with we actually went for site. Let me just share my tab. Here we go. These are the colors. He's got this kind of bluey gray. Sorry about that, Dr. Lisa. I'm showing it now. So he's got these colors here, and when I go back to the email, I want to try and get those colors in here. So heading back to this here, I'm going to actually just use a tool that I've got, which is color picked eyedropper, and I'm going to grab not so much the blue because I think that'll. Let's go for this one here. So I'm going to just click on here, and then I'm going to copy that code, that hex code, and then close that. Come back to the email, and let me just see. It's got it's got kind of like like a, what do they call it? Gradients in it. Settings. There's the color. Is it the color? Content. Oh, I'm not sure how I can get that color. Let me just have a quick look here. Okay. Let me just try one thing here. I'm going to probably just click on here, and I'm going to, I'll just try it there. Click on there, go to settings, going to change this, paste. Okay, it only changes the background, so I'm not too sure if it can actually do that color. So I'm going to go back to the color that it had before. Oops. And I'm not going to worry too much about the color. Let's just get this, let's just change it back. I don't. The thing about this, what I've noticed, and I'm going to see if I can actually do it like this, but the thing about this is that you cannot, there's no back, like undo. Are they picture? Yeah, it could be. It could be a picture, so the color's actually inbuilt to it. Yeah, you could be right there. Nancy, Tyra, thank you for always having a troubleshooting segment. I think every segment is a troubleshooting segment for me. It's just my luck, that's all. We're going to just stick with what we've got there, okay? We're not going to bother too much about the color because otherwise we'll be here all day. So I'm going to leave it like that. What I'm going to do is that we're going to scroll down a wee bit here. We've got shop now. Now, I actually don't have a e-commerce component to their website at this stage, but let's just say we're going to go back to this page here, and let's just say we'll call this kind of like a shop now. Actually, we might just say we'll just services. We'll use this as a services. So we're going to change. We'll change this in here to services instead of shop now. Okay, let's just go to services. Yeah. All right. So this is just going to be an example. What about, what's this one here? It's about common dog signs, behaviors. We won't worry about that too much. I'm going to put, what's down here? I'm going to put here, contact us. So there's two links that I'm going to create here. Okay, contact us. All right, so we've got contact us and we've got services up here. So the first one we're going to start off with is services. And so I'm going to head back to GroovePages. So let me just open up another page. You won't see this just yet, but yeah. Okay, so I'm going to come back to here to the Groove dashboard. I'm going to go to GroovePages. Okay, and I'm going to go on my client's website in the back end there. So here, manage site. You'll see another one here. That's a clone. That's just a backup. Every time I make updates to the website, I always do delete the previous clone, and then I create another clone of the updated website. Just keeps it current, and you know, if something does happen to the website or I need to make some major changes, I can make major changes in the clone website, and then once that's done, I can swap it over and make the clone website the live site, and the other one will just be unpublished. So I like to do that because it's actually very fast. There's no downtime. Like, you know, in some websites that take WordPress, for instance, you know, you have to actually literally put it into maintenance mode if you're doing updates and stuff like that. It could take maybe, you know, 1 hour, 2 hours, whatever it is. And then you can have it go live again. But you know what, if you could actually just do the updates on a cloned one and then you swap it over, there's no downtime whatsoever. So that's the beauty about it. Anyway, here we are. Okay, services was was the first button that we were working on. So I'm going to come down to here where it says what we do. And I'm just going to click on here onto that block. All right. Now that I've clicked on that block, because that pretty much represents services. Now that I've clicked on that block, I'm going to come down to custom attributes on the right-hand side menu. And you see this element number here, or ID. I'm going to copy that. So I'm going to copy that. And then I'm going to head, and then I'm going to, what else we need to do here? Hang on. Copy that. Let me just make sure. Home index. Okay, cool. So heading back to the template here, I'm going to come into here and we're going to put in, what is it? We're going to link this. Maybe it's in that one. URL type. We'll put it in there. I'm not sure. Okay, we'll put it in there. So we'll put the link in here. So we're going to go HTTPS // oops, capitals. Let's just get rid of those. And we're going to go petvet.petvet. // oops. Oh, sorry. Petvet. So I've got a really funky keyboard that keeps putting macrons and spaces in my typing. Okay, .co.nz /. I think that's it. And then we put a hashtag, and then we paste in that custom attribute ID, element ID. We put that in there. Now let me just see if that's correct. I'd know if it's not. Yeah, I'm sure that's correct. Just going to copy that just in case. Copy, open web page. Right, cool. So that's that down there. Then we're going to go down to here to contact us. And I'm just going to paste in what I just had before. Hang on. And I'm going to change the ID element there. So I'm going to go back to my website here. I'm going to come right down to the contact part. This is a one-page website, by the way. It's not a multi-page website. So I'm coming down to here, and I'm going to click on this box here, that block, sorry. Now I'm going to come down to custom attributes again. I'm going to grab this ID number, copy. Now I'm going to head back to here. And in here, I've already got that selected. I'm going to go over this ID number there. Okay, cool. So now, what I have, it's all done. I'm thinking, where's the save button? Okay. I think I've saved it. I think it saves by, what does this say? Oh, save. So it's got save template. So let's just save the template. All right. Let's just say we've finished, we've done all the things that we needed to do. We've put all the different content in and all that sort of stuff, and changed images and colors if we had to. And so that's all done. We've done the links. So let's just actually save it as a template. It's going to ask to put a name in. The category, well, the client is the category, or the name of the business. And I'm just going to call this services promotion. Email. We'll go email as well. Okay, save. Let's just do that. All right, so we've got the template there. That's all done. Now what we're going to do is we just want to make sure that that all works too, by the way. So I'm going to go into another tab. I'm going to go into another tab. You're not going to see this. I won't show you just yet. Let me just have a look here. I just want to make sure this works first before I actually show you. Yep, it does work. Okay, cool. Okay, so we've done the template. We've put our links in and all that sort of thing. Okay, so now we're just going to go out of that, and we will go into. I think the real test is the actual email. So we're going to go into GrooveMail. Campaigns over here. We're going to go to broadcast, and this is just, we're just going to test it out. Okay, I've got a draft here. Let me just go into edit. Okay, how many recipients in this? Yeah, one. Okay, cool. No, we don't want that. Now chatbot. The hell? Hashtag. Get rid of this. Hashtag, which is. Not sure if that's the one I want. List, maybe. No. Belong to. Okay. I had one before that actually just had one person. Just want to make sure I've got the right one. Let's go back one, and then we'll go next again. So demo test, demo test. I've lost it. So let's go up to hashtag. I'm looking for demo. All right. Okay. We'll just go. Let's just go that one there. Okay, next, because there's only one person. Oh, I think that's me. So anyway, it's going to go to my email address. There's only one person in that one. I'm going to use the one of my senders. So the pet vet would be one of my senders. So I'm going to use that because it's coming from them. Let me just see if there's any more questions. No, okay. I've just got demo as subject. Okay, now I'm going to just use the professional email editor option here. So I'm going to compose my email. I'm going to grab the template, which is this one, or is it saved? I think it's a saved emails. No, it's this one here. Cool. I'm going to select this one. We've already done the stuff in this, so we don't really need to do anything else. I've already done I've already done that. And I'm just going to change template, save email, save as template, save and exit. Okay, do this again. Get back. I'm just going to put email promo. Save. Takes a little bit to save. Any questions? All right. Okay. All right, so we've got the professional email saved. So if we want to make sure that we've got it attached, let's just have a look at this. The preview, there it is there. So we do actually have it in there. I might just send it as a test email. So I'm just going to put the email address that I want to send it to. At gmail.com. Now, the whole point of this exercise, right, is really not just to send people to your website. It's to send people, like from an email, is to send people to a specific section or part of your website or part of a website page or page that's on your website, right? So the whole idea is that rather than send people to a website and then they've got to go and look for the services and all that, it's not, you know, I mean, you got to make it user friendly. You got to make it easy for people to use your website, right? And so that's what this is all about. Okay, let's just see if I've got the email. Okay. All right, change screens. Let me just here. Where? I don't know if I got it yet. Have I got it? Social, stream. Nope. I'm gonna refresh this and see what happens. Restream updates, save file. Okay, let's just try this again. I'm actually wondering whether or not the sender is actually working properly or not. If not, we may have to try a different sender. Okay, let's try that. We'll just try a different sender. Let's go back to here. Sorry, to here. Close. We're going to change the sender. One that I know works. I think this one here. Or that one. It said it sent, so I don't know why. It's, you know, let me just try again. Weird. Okay. All right. I'm going to try a different sender. So I'm going to just try this one here. And let's just try that email again. Success. I think I got it this time. Okay. I'm going to change tabs. Here we go. There. No, it's not it either. What's this one? Oh, here we go. Here we go. All right, here's the email. Hopefully you guys can all see that. There's services, there's contact us. So I'm going to click on services. And what that should do, now it brings me down to this part here, which is the services, what we do. Okay, let's go back to the email again. And let's click on contact us. All right, so let's click on there, contact us. Okay, let's get rid of this box here. And now we're down at the contact box. So that's what that is for, right? So you can actually use the custom attribute, right? The element ID, add that to the end of your URL, your website URL, and make sure you put a / then hashtag in that element ID. And then when someone clicks on, whether it's in a button or whether it's a link, they'll go to the exact place where you want them to go to on your website or page, in a place on a page, on a different page on your website. It's as simple as that. So it's a great feature to have, especially when you're doing campaigns and you're promoting something, and people can go and have a look. Oh, okay, look, I'm going to have a look at that, and it'll just take them straight to that area, rather than take them straight to your website and they have to look for it. It's not very user friendly. All right, so that's the best way to do it. Okay, now where are we? What a time here. Okay, what else was I going to do? Ah, right, yeah. So the other thing is, the other way that you can use it, like, and I've mentioned this before. Let's go back to here. Now, this is probably not going to be a very good example because I've only got one page on here. This is a one-page website, so I probably need something that's got multiple pages. So let's just go out of this one here. Go back to pages. Okay, let's have a look at this. Johan is clapping. Yay. Nancy says, great. Tyra says, continued growth of skills is a benefit of Groove platform. The reason I invest in potential to get in invest the potential to gain skills and earn money. Yes, Tyler. And you can always go in a breakout room with me too as well. So when you're ready, just let me know. No problem, Tyler. Okay, let's just choose one of these websites here. Let's choose this one here. Drink your water. And before you ask, Dr. Lisa, it's water. All right, so what I want to do is I want to put a button in here somewhere that will actually go to the 12-month free, run your business for 12 months free on the Groove platform. So in here somewhere, I'm going to put a button, or I might just change this button here. So I'm going to change that button there, that one there, access now. And let me just go, right, so I need to go to a page on this website. It's actually a funnel. So I'm going to go to my pages up here. I'm going to go down to funnels, come onto here, which is Groove 1 year free. These are all the pages under that. And then I want to go to this one here. Okay. I will keep it in mind. Yeah. All right. Now, this is my promotional page for the 12 months free. And what I want them to do is I want them to come to this block here. Okay. So that's cool. I'm going to come down to, I'm going to click, make sure I'm on the block, going to come down to custom attributes, going to grab this here. Now, this is a little bit more trickier, by the way, because this is not just the straight domain URL / hashtag, blah, blah, blah. There's actually, it's another page of the website. So you need to add that in as well. All right, so it's another page of the website. So if I was to go onto here, publish, and then just go to the live page of this, or the live view, I should say. You see the URL up here? I need to add that as a whole URL because this is a funnel of the main domain. So this is a funnel page, right? So this is the page I want them to go to, but the actual section of the pages I want them to go to is here. That's where I want them to go to, right? Is right here. So what I need to do is I need to make sure that I copy this URL. And here we go, there. So this is the main page. This is the page that it's got my promo on. And the part of the page that I want them to go to is here. That's where I want them to go to. Sorry about that, Nancy. I'll delete the tab. And she put it in capitals too. So I want them to go there. So we're going to head back to here. Back to here. Yep. And then I'm going to come to pages. I'm going to go back to the main page. And I'm going to go down to here. I'm going to make this a duplicate, by the way. I'm going to duplicate this. So I'm just going to duplicate. And I'm going to hide one of them. So I'm going to hide this one here. Layout. Come down to none. And I'm just going to use this one. And I'm going to go here. Want to run your business. Your entire business. Let's put entire business for free. There's Plymouth Macons for free on the Groove platform. We'll just go Groove on Groove.cu. So and then click the button and get access. I think that text as well. I actually quite like that size. So I'm going to go over here on the button here. I'm going to change that to get 12 months free. Oops. Here. All right. Update. Okay. A bit too big. Let me just make that a little bit smaller, the text. Make that about 20, maybe. Oh, it's not actually working. Yeah. Yeah. No, let's make that about 18. Get 12 months free here. Cool. And in that button, all right, right there, I am going to add a link, a URL. Let's just open up in a new tab. Put the URL in there, so it's that there. Oops, I'm just going to update that. I'm going to save that for now. I'm just going to update that, all right, so that I've got that in there and just save. I'm going to go back to the other page, back to here, to that one there, when it's ready, hopefully. Maybe let's just talk some more. Hang on. There we go. And then I'm going to get the custom attribute element ID there, down to here. So make sure you select the block. Come down to custom attributes, grab this, copy, head back to the main page, and then go down to where we were before, here. And I've still got the domain, the URL for the domain there. I'm going to put a /, a hashtag, and then I'm going to paste the element ID. I wasn't shouting, just excited. Okay, thanks, Dr. Lisa. Okay, and then I'm going to save that. Right now, I'm going to publish this. So I'm going to publish this page, just this page. I don't need to publish the whole website. You do that. I've got lots of pages on here. If I do that, it's going to take forever. So I'm just going to publish this page because this is the only page that I made changes on. All the rest that I didn't. So I'm just going to publish this one. Go on to current page, publish. Wait for that to publish. Cool. And let's just go to the live view. Cool. There we go there. Okay, let's go down to that part here. Get 12 months free. Let's just see what happens. And there you go. We go to that. Oops, here we go. We go to that area that I was talking about. Okay, so first of all, I showed you how you could utilize it in a email. And second, I showed you how you could utilize it on the website, going from one page to a different section on another page of your website. So all those sorts of things come in really, really handy when you're building out a website, and especially when you've got multiple pages and you want to direct people to the exact spot that you want them to go to. All right, so that's where the custom attribute comes in really handy. And of course, knowing how to use it, proper way of using it, is also key. I mean, some of the stuff it's difficult to find in training. I have covered it once before, but it's difficult to find it in training and amongst a whole lot of other video trainings out there when it comes to Groove. Okay, so we're going to go off that now. We're going to go off the Groove, and we're just going to talk about the new ChatGPT updates. Okay, let's go there. ChatGPT. Now, Dr. Lisa was so kind to actually update us about this in a little chat group that we have. And so thank you for that, Dr. Lisa. It was fresh off the press. And so, what was that going on there? Okay. So the thing is that there's a couple of things that I could do with this, and I was actually working on it today, and I watched the video that Dr. Lisa sent the link to, the YouTube video, and it was pretty cool. And one of the things that I did was, let me just scroll right up first there. So, and Johan, you would probably affiliate with this. I actually put in here, I want you to create an image of a yellow Ferrari. On the example on the YouTube video, it was a red Ferrari. A yellow Ferrari 812 driving on a desert road. Now, it's actually called the Desert Road in the North Island here. Desert Road in Wairuru. Now, for those who don't know where Wairuru is, it's kind of centre of the North Island. And in actual fact, it's got an army base there where you can do your army training. And that's in New Zealand. In the background, there was snow on the mountains. Now, I didn't say what mountains they were called, but literally they got the mountains pretty correct. So there's Tongariro, Mount Ruapehu, that pretty much in that area. And this is pretty much what Desert Road looks like. It actually looks like a desert, all right? And so if you have a look at this image here, I mean, this is like, it's hyper realistic. It's really, really cool. And so that was one thing that I did with it. Okay, the other thing I did with it, and this is all using the example of the YouTube video that I got the link to. The other one was this is a couple of members of my BNI group, and this guy here, he's now our current president. He got a certificate for completing his MSP. Anyway, he was presented it by this person here, which is Thomas. And I said I wanted it to actually create this as a Simpsons character type sort of themed thing. You always use the hashtag sign before the custom attribute. Great prompt, by the way. You have to use the hashtag. Yeah, you have to use the hashtag. Okay. So where you made me lose track. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Wanted to actually turn into Simpson characters or Simpson theme type sort of characters. Unfortunately, you can't actually mention that name. It's got to be kind of like in the style of The Simpsons, but you can't say Simpson style, otherwise it won't create it. So you got to say like cartoon character, yellow tone skin. This is quite hard case, but anyway. So I did that with these two here, and then as I come down, there you go. And like if you have a look at this one here, right? That's the picture, right? And you come down to here, and that's the Simpson type character that it came out with, and I thought it was pretty good. Even the certificate was pretty accurate, and so yeah, it was pretty cool. The other thing is that I did another one as a Simpsons character, and they did that again. This guy here, all right? Now, only Johan would know when I say this what I mean. He dressed up as Billy T. James, used to be a comedian here in New Zealand. He's passed away now, God bless his soul. And his name was Billy T. James, and we had a little bit of a dress-up thing going on in one of our meetings, and he came as Billy T. James, who was a comedian. And so I did one of him as a Simpson character, and that was the first attempt. That dragon-looking tattoo didn't look like this one here. It's on this here. That's a Māori tattoo, and it made it look like a dragon over here, but it's not. But anyway, pretty good likeness. Not too bad. Just had too many teeth missing. There's only one tooth, I think. Yep. Then I didn't like the tattoo, so I said basically change the tattoo to I love mum, and it did it there, but it wasn't missing the tooth. So I asked it to actually leave the tooth out. It kind of just left the tooth out over here, which is okay, and then it's got love mum. So I stuck with that, but it's pretty cool. So I'm going to use this as a fun Friday type sort of thing on our BNI Facebook page. Is it SOAR with ChatGPT 4.0? I'm not absolutely sure. I know SOAR is in there. Yeah, I don't know. I actually don't know, to be quite honest, Nancy. It could be. No, Dr. Lisa said no. Tell us, Dr. Lisa, what it is. But the thing is, there's some great updates, and you can actually make changes by typing in what you want to change and all that sort of stuff. There was other things too. There was a couple of other things too, I think. I can't remember. Oh, yes. What? Like if you've got a YouTube thumbnail, and then you wanted to change the background to a different color in the thumbnail, then all you do was upload the thumbnail, tell it to change the color, and it will change the color to, like, say, from red to blue, instead of putting it through whatever program that you created, or whatever software you created it in, like say Canva or whatever. Rather than put it through that, you can actually do it through here, when you don't have to go through all that drama and just say, yeah. So they no longer use DALL-E. Well, no, I think they do. Hang on, let me have a look. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, maybe not, Johan. Chat 4.5, GPT 4.5. When did that come in? GPT 4.5. Good for writing and exploring ideas. Yes, no more DALL-E. Interesting. Okay. I can't remember them bringing in GPT 4.5. I didn't hear about it, but look, so it's good for writing and exploring ideas. Really cool. Okay, so one of the things that I'm actually I'm doing with ChatGPT is I'm actually creating a AI agent, if you like, to be able to go on my desktop, or go on an app that can go on my desktop that I can open up, and then I can get it to look for specific documents, whether it'll be invoices in Word document form, PDF form, Excel form, or CSV, whatever, and get it to look within my files on my computer, as well as in my Outlook and my Gmail inboxes. Apparently, it can do it. So I'm kind of just started on it. I haven't continued. Well, I need to continue on it and do some more work on it, but apparently it can do it. So there you go. And when you think about what's coming out on the new laptops or computers these days, they're coming out with that already implemented or already on the computer, where it can actually do a search of your laptop, sorry, of your computer. All right, okay, guys, I'm going to stop share here, and I just want to thank you guys for being here. It's been a good little sort of session, and hopefully you guys have actually maybe learned something new, which is always good. Also too, as well, like I say, if you do know somebody who's looking for help in terms of like with Groove and stuff like that, send them this way onto our GLUs, as well as to the Power Hour. And remember, I'm not there on the Tuesday nights. I'm not there on the Tuesday nights, although I was there yesterday. But I'm definitely there most times on the Thursday nights, which is Eastern time zone. Okay, before I go, let me just have a look at this. Tyra says, thank you for sharing, Dr. Lisa. Yep, thank you, Dr. Lisa. That was really cool. And Johan, thanks, Doc. Thanks, Doc. Hey, what's up, Doc? And you too, Nancy. Cool. Thanks, Peter and Dr. Lisa, for update for ChatGPT. No problem. And thanks for being here and supporting the cause. And I will see you guys next week. Bye for now.
You gotta get into the groove.